Good evening. Here's a question for us all to consider. How many times do we bring hurt upon ourselves? How many times, how much of our lives are we causing hurt to come our way? From our fear paralyzing us, from our pride making us defiant and rebellious. I've got to be right even though I may be wrong. I know I'm wrong, but I can't admit that to anybody. So we have our hurt from our rebellion to God, our hurt from our rebellion to truth, not wanting to read and embrace the truth of the written word of what we're supposed to. Instead, we embrace our fears, we embrace our pride, we stand in our position because we cannot be wrong. So we allow our hurt to get bigger and bigger, and it creates an anxiety inside because we know we're wrong. And this is all of us. We all go through this. If we say we don't, we're liars. I don't care who we are. The Bible clearly says none of us are righteous. So we bring hurt upon ourselves, and then we need the healer to heal us. But how often do we turn to the healer, fix our eyes on him, so he can pull us through? But we would rather stay where we're at because the fight of the flesh and the spirit, it's a tug of war, the tension, the friction, the worldly ways. Our friends say this, but God says that. But they say this, but that is it. But they say this, but God says that. Go out and party, don't worry about church. That's rebellion to God. Our heart is deceitful, corrupt, and wicked. It will always want to pull us that way unless we keep ourselves grounded, rooted, bound to Christ. Remain in me and I will remain in you. Being part of the vine, the Father will prune away the flaws, little by little, make us better and better. So we bear better fruit, so we are able to witness better. But when we're rebellious, we fall to our fears, to our anxiety. We paralyze ourselves the way I did years ago. The pain that I was dealing with. My doctor told me that after the second to last surgery, this was in 2010, while I fixed you, the pain that you're feeling is because you've been in pain for so many years from all these back injuries that your brain believes it's there. So the pain really wasn't there as much. I mean, yeah, it's there, but not to the level. So the brain had to rewire itself. But my defiance, my anxiety, my fear, what if he's wrong? So I chose not to try, because it was easier to stay there. And slowly, the next 3 years, I spiraled. January 26, 2013, when I took a handful of pills. I was rebelling because I just had too many things in my mind of what ifs, the fears. What if it doesn't go away? What if the pain never goes away? What if it does go away? My life could change, my life may not change. The mind could just ravel and then unravel. We get a rebellion in our spirit that sometimes we will not admit we're wrong. And that is where the hurt that we bring upon ourselves has to collide with Christ, because for us to be true to Christ, we must admit this was wrong, and we've got to go, Lord, help. If we fix our eyes on Him, He'll go, come with me. Paul said, why do I do what I do not want to do? Because the battle of the flesh versus the spirit is so strong at times, and we simply don't stay rooted as well as we should to the written word. So we ask, why? Like the lyrics said, the question is never far away. But the healing does not come from the world. They've got all kinds of solutions, all kinds of drugs, all kinds of alcohol, all kinds of ideas. And almost every time, it doesn't help. But He does. There was a day I weighed 338 pounds. There was a day I was in a wheelchair and I was bedridden. Today I'm 220 pounds. Do I have pain? Oh yes. But I'm able to push through it for a few hours a day to live. I don't give in to my anxieties. I don't give in to the pain. I push through it. I throttle up, and the Lord gives me a blessing, gives me a few hours here, a few hours there. The hurt and the healer colliding, and He wins. The healer.
Question that is never far away, but healing doesn't come from the explain. Jesus, please don't let this go in vain. You're all I have, all that remains, 'cause here I am, what's left of me, where glory my suffering. I'm alive, even though a part of me has died. You take my heart and breathe me back to life. I fall into your arms and open wide. The hurt and the healer collide. a part of me has died. You take my heart and breathe it back to life. I fall into your arms and open wide. When the hurt and the healer collide. How much of our rebellion gets in the way of God's blessings? Because it's our rebellion, our defiance to the Lord, our defiance to His ways. When He's saying, here I am, trying to pull us through. His arms are wide open. How many times did the Israelites turn away from Him? And the Bible says, and He stretched out His arms, wanting them to come back to Him. God's love is so, so true. If we remain in Him, He will remain in us. He's asking for us to remain in Him, not to stay defiant over here. No, I'm not going to bend, because even though I know you want me to go over here, I'm going to live in my hurt. Even though you want me to come over here, the collision between the two, He's saying, let it go. But we stay in the cage that the door's open wide to walk out of. Because it's easier to stay here, never admit I was wrong. Instead, take a bunch of pills and try to exit the world. January 26, 2013. 11 years this coming January. Had I succeeded, I would not be here today. I would not be enjoying life. My pride, my fear, my anger held me captive. My own self-inflicted hurts. Colliding with God, God's trying to pull me through, but I chose to stay there. In the cesspool of anxiety, of depression, it's easier to stay there than to trust those that the Lord puts in our lives to pull us through. His arms are open wide. He's trying to breathe life back into us. But yet, we allow our hurt to cripple us, to paralyze us, and keep us here, stuck in anxiety. But you don't understand what it's like to be here. No, I do. It took God to move me. It took God to bring people into my life to keep encouraging me, to try to lift me up amongst all the others who were squashing me down, telling me this is the way life is going to be, except the way life is. But God brought His warriors into the equation to collide with my hurts, to destroy my hurts, to crush my hurts, because He knew that my heart was just not going to do it on its own, because I was stuck there. It was easier to stay there. I kept asking why, because I chose to stay there. All I needed to do was submit to Him and say, okay, Lord, I see you putting the right people in place here. Help me. Move me. I give in to you. Why from the explain. Jesus, please don't let this go in vain. You're all I have, all that remains, 'cause here I am, what's left of me, where glory meets my suffering. I'm alive, even though a part of me has died. Take my heart and breathe me back to life. I fall into your arms and open wide. When the hurt and the healer collide. Breathe. Sometimes I feel it's all that I can do. Pain so deep that I can hardly move. Just keep my eyes completely fixed on you. Lord, take hold and pull me through, 'cause here I am, what's left of me, where glory meets my suffering. I'm alive, even though a part of me has died. You take my heart and bring me back to life. Fall into your arms and open wide, 'cause the hurt and the healer collide. The hurt and the healer collide. But when we keep ourselves captive to our own hurts, we avoid or prolong the hurt. We want Christ to pull us through. We're asking why. And he's saying, because you're not giving it to me. Because you're not giving into me. Your pride's keeping you there. You have to be right in your spot. So don't move, Bob. Just stay right there. You know you're very wrong. In the moment when humanity is overcome by majesty, when grace is ushered in for good, and all the skies are understood, when mercy takes its rightful place, and all the questions fade away, when out of that weakness we must know, and hear you say it's over now. We're alive. I'm alive. Even though a part of me has died. You take a part and breathe it into life. Fall into your arms and open wide. When the hurt and the healer collide. The hurt will always lose when we give it to him. The question is, when will we lay down our fear? When will we lay down our pride? When will we lay down our anxiety? When will we lay it all down and let him pull us through by just shutting that stuff out? Father,
Take us, create in us a clean heart. Reveal to us by opening our eyes, opening our hearts. Remove our pride. Help us find your will. In your heavenly Son, Jesus Christ's holy name. Amen. Have a blessed day.